Glad to be back. Glad to be back. New Mexico Radio Talk Show.com. Beautiful Taco Tuesday, man. Let me change the color over here.
Can you hear me
Man,
okay?
I can hear you. Man, you got that
Yes.
microphone again. Man, I like that microphone, man.
Yay, remember that one?
Is that one of those USB-C microphones? Is that the new high-tech one, Lord? Or
I
what?
no, it's the one I had whenever I first came to your show. You
Ah,
made me
la
buy it.
máquina.
So I brought it back out.
That's a classic.
I brought it back out. Yes.
That's a classic microphone. What's going on, Gigi La Chicana Guerrero?
Hola, hola, hola. How's everybody doing? Saludos from Buda, Texas.
Well, Gigi,
Beautiful.
you're all over the market, girlfriend. You're nominated in the 7th Annual All-Star Music Awards with Jesse Torres at the All-Star Music Awards. It's going to be happening down on Memorial Day weekend. La Jolla with Vámonos con La Jolla podcast nominated. New Mexico Radio Talk Show. DJ Hendog
We're
is
all
nominated as well.
nominated. So we're
All
all
nominated.
winners.
Somos juntos, right?
We're all winners. Yeah, we already won. They put
Yes.
us on the nominating thing. We won.
But
We
you're
should
all
all
over.
get, are we
She
all
had
going
an
to get a
interview
medal?
last night on the Tejano Time podcast. What an awesome showdown.
Oh man, with Keith, yeah, that was so much fun. And actually, I was on the way over here to Buda, and I told my sister I'm not gonna make it in time to set up and everything. Todavía estaba por San Antonio, and she's like, okay, she has me on her GPS. She's like, okay, there's a Starbucks close to you. Get off the expressway, and that's what I did the show at the Starbucks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Great snack.
Well, you know what? I think that's what we're going to be doing, man, with the New Mexico Radio Talk Show and Vámonos con La Jolla. And maybe we're going to get all the podcasts together. We're going to get my show, Gigi's show, La Jolla's show, and the Pura Vida show, man. And we're going to go to different restaurants and different locations, man, and go do an hour show with you guys out there, man. Maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, never know, man, on the weekend, and do a little, and bring in a special guest, maybe bring in the CEO of the restaurant, or bring in the manager or something like that, and just do something a little bit different with our podcast, man. Just how about that, man, for you guys? But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are the talk show, man. We are. I mean, hopefully it is Taco Tuesday. We just got off our meeting, and we had a little bit of a long meeting, but sorry we're a little bit late for you guys. We're just getting started. But we do want to welcome in everybody that tunes in every single week. We got Johnny J. Martinez Sr. I believe he's having a birthday, man. When is his birthday? I believe Friday, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think so.
Happy birthday.
So we're gonna have an early birthday on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. But we always have a special guest. I know we're gonna be bringing in did I say no? We got a special guest next week, man. Next Wednesday, man. We got a beautiful artist, man, who's been in the business at least 40 plus years. Shell Shock Records. Little Miss Dynamite, Shelly Lattice coming in next Wednesday on April the 23rd. We got Joe Ojeda, keyboard player for Selena Quintanilla Los Dinos, coming in next Tuesday. Did I say that right?
Oh, that is so cool.
Man, we're doing big things out here, man, in the New Mexico area, man.
Hey, pasame los numbers.
Right?
Man, what's up?
Hey, I got you, girl. I got you, man. But don't forget, man, we got a lot of interviews coming up on the talk show, man. And then we got a meet and greet this Thursday, man, with King of the South, man, with Gabriel Carmona. Did I say Gabriel Carmona? We got our very own host in La Casa, man. We got the beautiful Mel Umbrego checking in out there, San Antonio.
Ooh, hi,
Hey,
Mel.
Mel. Hello, hello. Oh, mira, John Martinez Sr. Pops. Yep.
Oh, ain't no mas. I got you, man. I got you. I do want to welcome in this talented artist, talented guest. I was on the show on Friday. I was, ladies and gentlemen, I was a little bit sick over this past weekend, man. I was in the hospital. But I'm all right. I'm good. I'm golden.
Good.
Got checked out. I'm good. I'm great. I'm golden. I do want to say that, but thank you. This guy was tuned in on our show on Friday night. I guess he was tagged by Jose Rosario. Does anybody know who that guy is?
I do. He's
I
an
think
awesome
I do
guy.
too, man. I think I do know too who that guy is, man. That's Jose Rosario. He's a legend, man. He's a great inspiration. He's the one that inspired La Jolla to come out with her new podcast, who just came out on Friday, which was a fantastic, fantastic show with the brilliant, brilliant artist who's right up my area from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Is Stephanie Montiel, but now lives in San Antonio, Texas, and
Yeah.
Wow.
got a beautiful single out. And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jose Rosario because he's the one that gave me a big inspiration as well of creating my new show starting out very, very soon. And I will discover that here in just a little bit with you guys. Um, but we want to bring in this talented artist, Anthony Quintanilla from Potente. Hopefully, I said that correctly. We got Anthony Quintanilla. What's going on, brother?
Oh man, nothing much. Just
Hi.
here. Hi, it's good to see you. It's good to be on your show. Thank you for inviting me, Henry. Like I said, I don't make it a habit to not know what I'm getting myself into, but
Ah,
it's right before Easter where I work. The early part of the week is just insane with hunts because I'm a hunting guide, and so I haven't had a lot of time to see what you're about, what your show is. I usually take it in an episode or so. So I'm just going into this blind. So just take it easy on me, guys. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to have you on the show, man. We're glad to listen to your interesting story. And man, when I seen you in the pre-show, you look like one of our hosts. I said, "Who is this guy? Is he part of our team?" All
Well, I
professional
do.
with the
Well,
headsets.
no. I do. We do our own show, Puro Potente. So that's why I was happy when you told me you were restream. I'm very familiar, quite familiar with this setup because it's very similar to what we do every Friday on our show. So I was like, I felt, everything looks very much the same. You know what I mean? So,
So,
but thank
Anthony,
you.
you do a podcast? Is that what you do? Because this is the first
Well,
time I get to meet you.
yeah,
So,
well, it's a pleasure to
so
meet you.
tell
I know
me.
it's a pleasure to meet you, La Jolla. I'm reading off the screen, okay?
Yes.
Okay, but like I said, it's not. We started the show Puro Potente, and that's what it's called. It's all about Potente. It's myself, my brother, and my partner Johnny Rodriguez, the drummer. And basically, we get on every Friday. I know it's not a popular day because it's the weekend, but because it's not so popular, it's a show that we do, and we don't have too much competition on it. So we just kind of give everybody what we did through the week, and we share some memories. We got quite a few memories from back in the day. So a lot of gigs, and we'll bring in like some of the ex artists this week. Past week we had a Richard Perez. He used to drum with us, and we brought him on. And we're gonna be bringing in, like I said, it's all about Potente, Puro Potente. You know what I mean? What we're working on currently, what our plans are, and so just so people keep up with the group when we're not performing. It's basically what it is.
Nice. And how long have you been doing that?
A little over a month. A little over a
Oh,
month.
fresh. He's
Relatively new.
fresh.
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, we have fun. My brother, he sometimes is on, sometimes he doesn't. The other guys in the band, we'll have them on occasionally, just depending on what we have planned for that particular show. So, but I'm assuming that's how Indog saw me because roughly after our last show, hey, I got a message. You want to be on the show? I said, yeah, I'll be on the show, man. Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but yeah, I love it.
where are you located at? Where's your show coming from?
Well, I hosted here from Benavides, Texas. It's close to Alice.
Okay.
So, and then of course my drummer's usually on from Victoria, and then my brother, he'll be on usually in Pearsall. So, and then the other guys are spread out. Got one in Corpus and another one in Fremont. So we're scattered out. That's why we don't perform
Scattered.
too much, but we try to perform. I don't like to, like a lot of bands who just put in another guy. I don't like it when we get on stage. I miss my guy. You know what I mean? Unless you lose it. Sometimes se hace el pedo o algo and se quiebra el grupo. Well, you have to get somebody else. But if that's not the case, I want my guys. You know what I mean? I feel comfortable.
So do you talk about that? Because I was in my dad's band. Well, it's a little different because we were the family. Uh,
Yeah.
I, but of course we got into arguments. Tammy and I know you do it now, and of course me, I was out. All Gigi does is get the microphones and the wires.
Oh, so you wouldn't help with the big speakers or the drums, huh?
I was just like, doesn't that go over there?
Hey, it doesn't work. Look over there. It's okay, though. I'm the guy that gets in there, man. Pues este alambre no jala. Pues trata ese alambre, esta bocina, a ver qué funciona, troubleshoot. You know what I
Let's see
mean?
if it works or if it explodes.
Exactly. I hear you. I've been doing this a long time, so
And I'll
Now,
be the
so
one.
you
Are you
finished
sure about that? Are you sure about that?
I can
don't
tell. I
know.
can tell because you're the one with the fancy microphone there. I heard you and Hen Dog talking about that. But I like it. I like the colors, man. I love it.
So on your show, do you talk about that? Because I know, man, I can't even imagine if we would have a show about actually being in the band and what happens in the band is not, people don't normally know what happens. They're just there for the
Yes.
show and they don't know like 5 minutes before we had to get some guy that said, "Hey, I can play drums." Y vámonos, right? That kind of stuff.
Hey, that don't happen anymore. But back in the day, oh, because that's the thing. We would go to. I mean, you get to llegas to al pueblo. I'm gonna use one reference. We performed. I don't remember. It was in Zapata. Back it had been 96, about 96, 97, and we showed up. Pues ya sabes, los músicos les vale madre. You know what I mean? El tamborero dijo, I'm not gonna go. I don't know what happened. Se enojó. Pero sabes qué? No voy a ir. Pues we're all there. And I tenía un roadie. Le dije, ¿sabes qué? He's a rocker. He doesn't play drums for norteño, mexicano, conjunto. No. Hey, vato, just get on there. So, man, 1, 2, well, like Bob from the Bamba, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, and I'm like, nosotros bien aguitados. Like, man, dude. And then I had a guy. He got drunk. One of the people from it was a quinceañera o algo así. Que era un guapango. Man, we barely doing rancheras and cumbias to this fire.
Calm
And
down,
you want us,
calm down.
you want to play Wapango? Well, he got mad, but we didn't play it. So we had an old school bus, 60 school bus. So we got in, and my cousin was this, and he says, this guy is what the hell does he want? He opens the door, and the guy se mete. No, me tocaron we Wapango. My cousin so sí, cabrón. Boom, pushed him out the bus. Dude, he was mad because we didn't play Wapango. Like, man, we only play one, and that's when our drummer's here, and you want to play it when we don't have it, dude. This is the stuff you get into, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. And it's like I remember we would judge like what kind of songs they would ask for. We knew if they asked for La Puerta Negra, we knew that our repertoire was going to be a little different.
Mm-hmm.
If they asked for Cowboy Rides Away, then we were going to, that's how you
It's gonna set what you're gonna play tonight.
set
Yeah,
your tone, yeah.
it works.
Oh, I mean, who do we got there? Arturo Guerrero, greetings from Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Arturo, muchísimas gracias por sintonizar el programa. Este muchacho siempre sintoniza nuestro programa o programas de Potente. Es un fanático de Potente. Muchísimas gracias, Arturo, por sintonizar. Para todos los que están sintonizando, muchísimas gracias. Thank you, guys, one more time.
Míralo, sabe español. Se miras todo güero. Yes, you did good. You
Little
did
bit.
good.
Un
A
poco.
lot better than my Spanish. I speak.
Well, let me
English.
tell you something. That's funny because you say, hey, Hindog, what part of New Mexico you from?
Roswell, New Mexico.
Roswell. Okay. We used to go to, where is it? It's not Roswell. It was right there. It used to be Cap Rock, Estella's. I don't know where, but there were clubs that were there close to. Maybe not Roswell, but along there. And I remember going to Potente a long time ago. We went up there probably 98, 97, 98.
Wow.
And we played a lot of norteño, So we would go there, and I don't know, it was Estella, it was the lady who owned the place, and she would say, "Aquí los grupos tejanos no hacen muy bien." Ah, cabrón, man, what are we stepping into? So he says, "Nomás ha venido un grupo de Houston." She didn't know the name of the group, pero vino y la raza me dice, "Buen grupo." But at that time, we weren't doing a lot of conjunto or tejano. We were doing a lot of Ramon Ayala, Regional Mexicano, so we weren't scared of going anywhere. So we started playing, we did Tigres, and the people were like, yeah, well, we weren't really based out of Tejano in 97, 98, like we were 95, 96, but we could play a little variety. So the lady she was blown away, like, no, hombre, la raza le gusta la música. It's funny because over there, they like a lot of the Mexicano, you know what I mean? So there ain't too much Tejano. So I'm glad that you guys are doing this because it's for the people who watch Tejano, it keeps it alive out there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Dice Mary Lou Guerrero, hello, miss you, sister. Be careful.
Ah, that's my sister. I just,
Yes.
yes. Apenas me fui ayer. Yeah, sure, Mrs. But I'm
Apenas fui
yes. Y saludos, sí, los de gente de Monterrey, pues hay mucho tejano allá. I mean, that's what we've been told. And uh, I don't know if it's just Monterrey or if it's scattered little spots. I don't
Bueno,
understand. Yeah.
la verdad es que Monterrey siempre ha sido desde aquellos años cuando nosotros
Se
íbamos
junta con
a
San Luis Potosí because they did the
andar
Riverwalk
esto Luis
like
Potosí,
yeah. Mhm.
también Puebla over there, Mexico. It's very popular. So in Monterrey, that's where it's based. That's the big
That's
city
the
right
heart.
there, Nuevo León. So I mean, nosotros íbamos en aquellos tiempos y pues la música tejana en aquellos años estaba fuerte.
But
So
isn't Monterrey también, didn't they do like a Riverwalk como San Antonio?
I'm not sure. Honestly, my experiences in Monterrey when I went, they were solely to the place. I honestly, the venues were phenomenal, but how we would get treated, we were young, man. I wasn't even 20
Oh.
years old. So I mean, me traían del brazo. I remember they pulling me in. No, 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 no. Yo soy tu guardaespaldas, and they're pulling me into the people and throwing me on stage, and then they put me on the top La Granada, a hotel way at the top of the hill. I'm like, man, there was nobody going to visit us there. I mean, nobody. And if they how they treated us, I don't know how everybody else's experience was there, but ours wasn't great. I mean, the stage performance was awesome, and the signing and everything. But the actual when I'm there, I never could go nowhere. It's like I was in prison. I mean, the guys can contest to that. I mean, but that was ours as when we were young. But we were young, you know. So now I wouldn't say it, sir. I want to go what I want to do. You know what I mean? Different,
That's awesome.
different
And
time.
the name, how did you come up with the name?
Oh, it's a long story, but I'm gonna try to do it as short as I can. Back in the day, we started. I used to play when I was probably like 13, 14, about 14 years old, and there was a guy in Carn City when we started, Junior Farias, Los Artísticos, and we would, myself, my brother, and my friend Ali, we started the band, and we didn't have a name. We would go play his intermedios. So do you remember back in the day, a band would play 2 hours, break 30 minutes, and play an hour and a half. That's your traditional set. So the 30 minutes, nosotros íbamos y tocábamos los 30 minutos de intermedio. And we didn't have a group name, so Junior Farias, the main guy from Los Artísticos, ¿sabes qué? Deben de ponerle Los Potentes. Good name. Go with it. So then we were Los Potentes. And then when we won the Conjunto competition back in, I don't know, 94, 95, well, we signed with Freddie, and Freddie dropped Los and just put Potente. And that's basically how we end. And then it's been a long line there where we try different things, but we settled back now that we're just, like I tell my guys, we're just finishing the ride, and having fun, doing what we love to do. For the fans who remember us, we play for them. We have our show so that people can remember what Potente was and what we are today. And that's how we came about the name.
That's nice. Good story.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
But I don't know, maybe because I'm elderly, but you seem really young to have
I wish oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you. No, I'm not that young. Trust me. I love to perform. I don't know if you ever watch any of our live videos. I love to perform with a lot of energy. And if I can't perform that way, I don't care if people laugh or whatever. I bounce around. You can see I'm a high energy guy. My guys have to deal with me. And I mean they deal with me because I'm just like this, like a little energizer bunny since the moment I get to the gig. Even if we have to set sound, I'm like this, and I get dressed real quick, and I want to get up. So I mean, you're talking about 6 or 7 or 8 hours of this at the end of the night, man. I'm about to be 50 here pretty soon. So I mean,
wow.
that takes a toll on a 50-year-old body.
Oh,
It took a toll when I was 25 years old. Now imagine 20 as I'm approaching 50.
Puro hoy lo volé, okay?
What I don't know. If I knew where the fountain of youth was, I'd tell you. Trust me.
I think you found it.
No. I wish. But like I said,
Well,
I like a lot of energy, guys. Go ahead, Indog. Talk to me.
well, in that meantime, I'm going to take a short commercial break. I'm going to take everybody back to I'm gonna take everybody back to memory lane, man, and I'm gonna show them a little bit of high energy. And it goes just a little bit of something like this. Anthony goes a little bit of something like this. Let me see if everybody knows a little bit of Potente. It goes a little bit of something like this.
Woo!
Why no, man?
I know. Check that out.
Linda morenita de ojitos cafés, yo te quiero mucho, ya volví otra vez, sabes que te quiero con todo el corazón. Nunca se me olvida el amor de los dos. Y ahora, juntos los dos, viviremos felices. Bien sabes, mi amor, nunca morenita, me olvido de ti. Mi amor y mi vida solo son para ti.
Chang.
I don't remember. I missed that episode.
I know. Míralos. Woo.
Y ahora,
Míralo.
juntos los dos, viviremos felices. Bien sabes, mi amor, nunca morenita, me olvido de ti. Mi amor y mi vida solo son para ti, solo son para ti, solo son para ti.
Bueno, más, man, about 1996 or so, man, if I'm not mistaken.
That's about right. It's about right. 96, I want to say. That was the year for us, baby.
So which one was you?
Huh? The singer. The singer.
Just have to check. And
The singer.
so you're in the
No.
middle, so you didn't do the split.
No. You know what? It's funny. You see that because, and it's funny because that video, it's funny you chose that because I want to say that's the Rogelio Botero show.
Yeah.
I mean, that show gets, that particular, that video or that video of that gets ridiculed so much on today by today's musicians. You know, that's a different time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
En esos años eso pegaba fuerte. Todos los grupos querían hacer eso, un show. Now it's more about the fluff of the instrument, and it's fine. I mean, because the musicians today are phenomenal. But that was a time, like I said, we don't really put in a show like that. I do it differently. It's more more steps by myself because I enjoy doing it. The guys don't necessarily. You have to practice that. You know what I mean, as a routine. But I'm okay with practicing, so I do a lot of separate routines by myself. And that's why I have another bajo player, so that it allows me to sometimes play the bajo down or just not play it and do some dancing moves, turns of spins, stuff. And because that's what I like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
High energy.
You be
High
you. That's
energy.
what it's all about.
Yes. Saludos Lawrence from Imposible. That's he's a big fan, man. They got a great band, Conjunto, hardcore Conjunto, and Lawrence has always been a fan. He tunes in. Thank you, my brother, for tuning in. Like I said, it's a time when people today's how can I say, today's generation, they'll never get a hold of that because they don't know. That's why you see a lot of, I mean, I've seen that video. I mean, it's got so many views and so many different groups and stuff. Oh, cuando comienzan los tiros and we fall down like that. Cuando comienzan los tiros, and it's funny. I said, but like I said, they do it to be funny, and I said, well, I mean, you know what? I mean, that's what we did, man, and people loved
Oh,
it.
like that's like a meme cuando comienzan los tiros.
Sí, cuando comienzan los tiros se caen. Hey, en so pueblo en México, cuando comienzan los tiros se caen los tiros y siguen tocando para que no le tiren, disparen. Hey, you get it now. And that's one of the funnier ones. I about half a dozen of them over the years. Some of my friends me los envían por Messenger. Watch out. I've already seen it.
Yeah. Dice Mel, Sunny Salceda still does that.
Yes, I know.
Does the performance, yeah.
I do. Like I said, I mentioned on our show a lot in a lot of my interviews. I talk about Sonny and his the courage he has to do what he does because what he does, he loves it. If he didn't love it, he wouldn't do it. He gets ridiculed. If you see, I read some of the comments. I've never met Sonny myself.
He's an awesome guy.
I told my brother, I said, man, I'd love to be able to meet that dude because he and I, in the sense of the showmanship, we love doing that. You know what I mean? So I would hit it off with a guy on that aspect, and the courage that he has to do it, knowing he's going to be ridiculed. I mean, I saw a show with him. He was talking about some of the stuff that they say about him. And he laughs about it. So, man, God, I don't know how. And I mean, they really ripping them. And it is what it is. If it's your cup of tea, great. If it's not, somebody loves him because if not, he wouldn't be performing.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, I think that's part of the deal. And anytime, just a little bit more because of the internet and the social media. There's more people, but eso que cortando a los músicos, that has always happened, you know. So it's just a little different now because other people can see it, pero pues it's always going to happen. You expose yourself to that when you're out in the public, and that's that's part of the gig.
Yes, and that's why I try to tell everybody. You know what? Because I was with what's the name, Buddy. Buddy and Nemo on another podcast here some time back, and we were talking about that. And I said, look, I don't have a problem with anybody not liking an artist. You know what I mean? Because that's why they have so many different artists.
Yeah.
Escoges el que te guste, pues, I mean, quizás te guste unos 2 o 3 o 4 o 5, quizás te gusten todos, ¿me entiendes? Pero hay gente que miran un grupo, ese grupo no me cae, o este cantante no me cae. I don't mind you. And if you want to post it on your page, your social media page, I've got no problem with that. Why do you feel compelled that you have to send a comment on somebody else's page or that person's page? You know what? I just don't understand it. That's when it goes to hate, in my opinion.
There's no need for the negativity. I mean, ¿cuándo vamos a avanzar si nos estamos cortando cada uno?
That's right.
Especially in public like that. I agree. Estoy de acuerdo con eso.
And that bothers me because a lot of people say, well, you know, it gets me. It gets me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those artists that gets to me. And my brother's always the one. Calmate, you need to calm down. Don't worry about this. And my brother, he's more with his head. He's my younger brother by 3 years, mind you. But he's the one who keeps me centered. And because I want to go at it. It's not that I can't take criticism. I can take criticism. That's okay. My thing is that keep it on your stuff. You know what I mean? Because I don't waste I'm going to be honest with you. I have my favorite artists.
Exactly.
And there's certain things that happen in the industry that I could sit here and tell you, ese vato nomás no, porque el karate este vato. But you know what? I'm not going to waste my time on that. I'm going to waste my time with Potente. They should waste their time on them, on their life. And I'll waste my time on my life. I'm not going to waste time here leaving negative comments because of a particular artist that I don't like or something. Algo pasó dentro de nosotros. I don't care, man. Suerte. You know what? We're not friends. That's fine. Suerte in your future endeavors. And I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to focus all my energy on Potente and nothing else. If everybody did that, it'd be a great world.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, if you're on my journey, dale gas. But if you're not on the same journey, get off at the next stop.
Dale gas.
Ahí te watch.
Bye, Felicia.
I like it. I mean, but it's just true. People feel that. That's what gets me, man. Why people feel, and I'll read it. And not just on my page, or because already a lot of people already know, man. I'd rather I don't care to hear your stuff, and nobody really cares. Trust me. There's no need for some of these people. They don't like what Sonny does. Just hey, follow him, unfollow him, or
That's
don't
it.
comment up, or keep scrolling. You know what I mean? Why do you have to sit there and waste 30 seconds or a minute of your time to tell him what you think of him? Do you think he cares?
That's why I don't say nothing. I just close it and I pray, okay, God, take it over.
You
Kill
know?
him with kindness. Don't want to waste my time.
Yes, yes. I mean, it takes a lot of
Mhm.
guts and energy
It does.
to say, let it go,
Yep,
let it go.
It takes
But
too much energy. I don't have that much energy. I
that's
gotta
right.
get it after. Get it after. Hey, I'm telling you, me pongo todo colorado y este que el otro. And I'm like, ya no puedo respirar. I'm like, no, man. My wife says you need to
why?
calm
See,
down.
you allow them. That's you allow them to steal your energy.
That's
No,
right.
no, no, no,
Well,
no.
because, like I said, it's not what they think. Because obviously, you understand that's part of the criticism. It's like my wife and I want to talk this. I'm gonna get y'all's opinion on this. The Justin Bieber thing. A lot of Justin. He comes out where he's telling the paparazzi or whoever's taking pictures of him, y'all leave me alone. I already did this. And my wife, she says, why didn't you leave him alone? I said no. I said, you know what? Let me tell you. When he got into this, that's exactly what he wanted. And I know millions of musicians and artists who would kill to be in his spot, and he's whining about it.
Yeah.
I said, no, he knew what he was getting into because that's the end game. I mean, think about it. Does anybody get into this really when you're young? It's like a football player when you're in Pee Wee. What is the goal? You're a Pee Wee football player, Pop Warner. What is the goal? Every single kid that puts on those pads wants to play on Sunday for the NFL.
Mhm.
That's the goal. Now, 1% make it there, and everybody else they fall off depending on how good they are. Same thing with musicians. Our goal, we want to be intocable in our industry. We want to be intocable. Now people want to be frontera. You know what I mean? That's why you
Yes.
get into this. You don't get in it. Well, I want to be a weekend warrior. No. And then when you're there, you're going to complain about it when you have billions of dollars. I said, that's my opinion. I said, you may be a different opinion, but like I said, I'm one of those musicians and artists who, when I started, that's what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't
Yeah.
be complaining about it. Trust me. I'd be signing autographs. I don't care. I mean, yes, it's frustrating. It comes with the territory. You know that. You know what I mean? You have to embrace that, in my opinion. That's
Yeah,
it.
and be ready for it. Yeah.
Of
Let's
course.
see, we got a couple shout outs here. Ivan Martinez, hello, I'm here from San Antonio. Hello, Henry, dice.
Hello.
Yay.
Saludos.
Juan Vela, saludos de Zapata Bro. Poti, ¿qué dice? Oh, Potente. Oh, sorry. I said
Ay,
Poti.
potente. Juan, muchísimas gracias por sintonizar, Juan. Muchísimas gracias. These
Y
guys,
luego,
they a lot of these guys, they come on my show, so it's on my channel. So this is what we do. But on Friday,
y luego está saludo primo. Finally, some good internet connection.
that's an inside joke, because Johnny,
Take
my
note,
drummer,
Johnny Rodriguez.
my
¿Cómo se
drummer
hace?
Johnny, he's been having a lot of connection issues. And Carmen, my cousin, he's always telling him, "Hey man, y'all need to get a Sprint. Y'all need to get this is what this is talking about." In the past 2 shows, Johnny's had a lot of trouble with his internet connection, and Carmen, plus he goes at it. So that's what's going on there, guys. So
Y luego Inés Herrera dice, Sonny is a humble dude. He'll talk to you like he knows you. Down to earth dude.
I know.
There you go.
I mean, that's people. I hear that. I hear that frequently about Sonny. That's why I'd like to meet him one day.
And then another guy says, kids need to stay off some platforms.
That's a shot at Carmen. So no, shot at Carmen.
Saludos, Puro Pedo Talk Shows.
Saludos.
Hello.
Saludos, guys.
Yes. And then who do we got here? Adam, watching the great show, Puro Potente. Don't miss it every Friday.
Hey man, he's a walking billboard for me,
There
man.
you
Yeah,
go.
he's
2
plugging it
p.m.
for me.
There
I
you
don't have
go.
to say it.
Plug it in. That's what we're here for.
Oh, Chito, what's up? Hey, that's my boy from back my hometown, Cart City, Kennedy. Well, they're like 6 miles apart, so it's like one big town now. But
Yeah.
saludos, hey, Conjunto VIP, baby, keep it going.
Yeah, grito. Ahí te dicen saludos, Anthony. There we go. Oh, y luego dice Iván
Martínez.
Martínez. Awesome show.
There you
Hey,
go.
thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
To everybody for coming in. Yes.
All
All right,
right, there we
guys.
go.
What
That's all the
else?
shout
Come
outs.
on. Is there anything y'all know? Y'all need to know about what Potente is been, what they're doing, what we're doing. I mean, you
What's
guys,
Potente? What's
sky's the
Potente?
limit. Sky's the limit.
What's
Whatever you want to know.
Potente doing? What's Potente doing right now?
Yeah.
Right now, okay, I'm gonna tell you what we're doing right now. We're kind of the standstill, haven't performed because okay, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all something, man, for y'all show, okay? Because I always try to incorporate a little bit something that I didn't say on other interviews. Well, last year it's been tough as we came back, okay? So one of the things that we have found very difficult is rounding out the group because my brother plays the accordion, I play the bajo and sing, and then Johnny plays the drums. So we needed a bass player, right? And my friend Ali, he began with us a long time ago. He would get in with us and he would play with us, and we have a lot of chemistry because we go back. Talk about 30 years. And when my dad passed away, we had agreed that we're going to perform, just do shows. You know what I mean? Periodically. But Ali's work schedule a lot of times didn't work out with ours. So what would happen is I ended up playing bass and hiring some bajo player. Remember what I just told you? I don't like having different guys because the you don't get any consistency, and those músicos we don't perform the same.
Yeah.
So last year we were bringing in Daniel. I don't know if y'all heard Grupo Pecado. You heard Grupo Pecado from Corpus
Yes.
Christi?
Yes.
Okay, well I perform with them at the bajo, and Daniel, the singer, he performs with us on the bass. So once we got him in the band, he says, "I got you, bro. Don't worry." This guy's committed. The same way I tell him, I said, "Daniel, don't ever worry. You always have a bajo player." So basically, we filled out those pieces for each other, and I love playing with Pecado. I love their look. I don't know if y'all know who they are or seen them. I mean, dude, I love
Yes,
they
Pecado.
dress gothic. So I have gothic clothes, and then I got colorful Potente clothes. So I love playing in both bands. Yeah. So last year in August, we were supposed to go to Monterrey. Intentamos sentar fechas todo el año pasado, pero lamentablemente, por cosas afuera de nuestro control, los promotores que sí, que no, el 11, luego sentaron una fecha en agosto y the flyer came out y luego no, lo posponieron, lo vamos a posponer. Le dije, pues, si lo posponen, si lo cancelan, para mí es igual, el grupo no va a estar. That one demoralized me because, and the guys too, we were looking so forward to going. Tenemos muchos fanáticos en Monterrey. Íbamos a ir y todo, ya todo. And then, no se vendieron bastante como nosotros creíamos or whatever. Le dije, you don't do that, man. For the fans that are there, I mean, you take the loss, especially if it's a band who had it the last time we played in Monterrey was 97?
Oh,
New
wow.
Year's 97,
A while back.
98?
A while back.
That you're talking about a quarter century. You know what I mean? So I'm like, dude, you don't know pospones eso, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So that was bad. And then the guy says, ¿sabes qué? No, la raza se acuerdan de tu hombre muerto, el anterior. No, we re-recorded it. And they said, no comparten esta. Le dije, what are you talking about, man? I love the video. I put my heart and soul in the video and on the song. I think I sing it 1,000 times better. I don't care what you say. I mean, that's a shot. You know what I mean? Some people like it, some people don't. It's what you remember. It's like if you guys remember AC/DC. I mean, AC/DC when the Back in Black, the original. It's been remastered and done live, but it ain't nothing like the original. You understand? But I like every version of that song because I like the song. You know what I'm saying? So if you like it, you like it. Well, anyway, the things got pretty bad in September, October. We were trying to gig here. Todo nos iba mal. Todo. We got into around Christmas time. We had a gig and we played. We were supposed to play, and then the guy who set up the sound showed up late, and the lady and the man got mad. I couldn't blame them. The guy showed up 40 minutes late. We couldn't get up, so they told us, you know what? Don't get up. We're not gonna pay you. Leave. That wasn't our fault. I mean, dude. It just kept piling up. And the week before, we showed up to the place where we were gonna play, and I think that the whole Congal partied the night before, so they said, you know what, we're just going to give you some money, but we're not going to play. And this is all lining up in a very small time. Like, man, most groups would have just said, you know what, just call it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, my wife would say, take the hint. God don't want you to play.
Yeah.
I mean, all of this happens in such a small period of time. But then right after Christmas, we did a little show there in Driscoll, little wedding, real tiny wedding, and then we played in January couple of time, and then we played in February a couple of times, and the band's getting better and better. There's consistency. We've put out some videos, so now there's some consistency, and I'm in my job. I'm very busy in March. That's why we really didn't play, and we're gonna be working on a video. As a matter of fact, we're gonna be filming it on Friday. Quiera Dios, by the end of this month, we'll have it out. It's an old song that we recorded and we redid it, and it's gonna be a phenomenal video. Denise and what's his name, Daniel from Meches Music, Grupo Pecado. They're the ones who do our videos. They're great. That's what we're doing. And like I said, things got real bad towards the end of the year, but we kept going. I hadn't told that to anybody. I'll tell it to you so you'll know a little story from Potente.
Nice, nice. And you know what? I what most gets me about that story is the not giving up, because sometimes I'm sure it felt it was easier to just throw in the towel, right? And but the passion, that's the one thing about music, is that whatever's going on, you can't, no puedes, no puedes. And you built, and now it's all coming through. I mean, that's a beautiful story. Mainly what I heard was I didn't give up.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I gave up already. I gave up, and my dad told me. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna, because think about this. Okay, you, that video we just saw of Rogelio Boteo, that was 96, 97.
Right.
Okay, then we disappeared. In 2001, we disappeared, and you didn't hear about it. Nothing. We didn't. I didn't play. I sold all my equipment. I didn't want nothing. I didn't care. The politics, I was up to here with the politics.
Oh yeah.
I can't control the politics, and it hurt me a lot. Did I couldn't control that. I was young. I didn't. I lost the reason why I was playing, why I was performing, because I want to. I believe I'm looking at this band. This band, I'm thinking whatever band. I'm not saying referencing a band. Just in general, particular band. I'm like, that band, they ain't that good or whatever. You know, and man, look what they're doing. But I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? That's not why I got into this. See, those are politics. Those are things that you don't control. If you look at one of our shows, we talked about the fanfare, and if you don't, go look at that. And it's a very good show. A lot of people liked what we were talking about because everything that we said on that show was so true. But at the end of the day, when I finally realized, or one of my friends, he wasn't even my friend. Ali Garza bought him, and I met him, became one of my best friends, and we were there drinking. All of a sudden, this was like what, 2000? I want to say 2009, 2010. He comes over, and they kept saying, "Take the equipment down." The whole equipment that I had, it was my dad's, not mine. And in the middle of the night, we took it down, and that was it. I haven't looked back. I went and bought all my equipment all over again. And my dad me decía, "Te dije, Antonio, que no vendas tu equipo porque un día vas a querer tocar. Y mira, ahora vas a tener que ir a comprarlo todo de vuelta." And that's what happened. And I started to remember why I got into this. I got into this because I love to perform and I love to play. And that's what I know today. You know what I mean? I don't care about what I can't control. Because when we get on the stage, we're going to bring down the house. If there's 5 people, there's 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, lo que sean, we're going to bring the house down. And that's it. Because we play because we love to play. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, this one says, did you play drums for Jody Farias in 1989 one time, bro?
1999, I played the whole year with him, Ines. Come on, you know. I did perform with Jody. Because when we broke up with Potente, we figured we could go, the band. My brother got out, but the rest of us went and played because Jody needed a band. So we went and played. I recorded one CD with them. The other guys, they recorded a few CDs with them. And like I said, after that, I tried it again with Potente, me and my brother and I, but it wasn't the same. You know what I mean? Years had passed, time had changed, the music was starting to change, and we didn't want to restart. We didn't want to start all over again. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah. Yes, Ines. Ladies, what else? Come on. You got to have questions for me. What other questions you got for me?
Dice you and Richard, right?
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to say too much about that, but yes. We'll keep it at that. Anything else, ladies?
I see a
Anything
guitar
else?
behind you. A ver, tócate una. Why you got it there? You're not gonna use it.
That ain't mine. This is mine right here. Those are
Dale
all
gas.
mine.
Oh,
Dale
dale,
gas.
dale.
I'm gonna sing the song, a little piece of the song that I'm gonna do here. Uh, Yo no sé si te podré olvidar, ni tampoco sé si lo podré soportar. No te vayas, por favor. Te lo pido con el corazón. Arrepiéntete, arrepiéntete. Que sin ti la vida no va a ser igual. Arrepiéntete, arrepiéntete. Todos mis errores por ti voy a cambiar. And that's a piece of the song is going to be coming out at the end, at the end of the month.
Catchy tune, catchy tune.
Yep.
Nice.
I've been practicing because see the guys they don't practice for the video. I practice. Just that solo. Just so that when the camera I feel comfortable. I recorded it obviously, but you got to have a little movement when you're recording. You can be very real robotic, so to speak. But when you're shooting the video, you want to look more like natural than people like you're jamming. You know what I mean? And I'm always prepared. I have a little on all my new videos. I'll do a little 8 or 10 second little choreography.
You do
Because I don't-
TikTok? Okay.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I do TikTok, but yeah,
Ah.
I don't what is it called? I don't no subo tanto como pues los de hoy en día,
Oh.
pero I use it just to compartir las grabaciones o los videitos, the snippets that I make. That's what I do.
So, ¿dónde pueden hallar tus videos?
My videos,
Yeah, where
The
can they find them?
the videos oficiales on Meches Music. Meches Music.
Meches
That's
Music.
Meches Music. You could, I mean, obviously, you could on YouTube look up Potente videos, and I'm sure they'll pop up because they're the most recent ones. But the channel that they're on, it's Meches Music because that's the one that Denise and Daniel's channel. I could have put them on Potente, but I like to help them. I want to help them build their brand. And they do videos. They do their videos, and they do our videos, and they do a couple of other groups. So I said, no, déjalos en tu canal, así para que la gente vaya conociendo que ustedes hacen videos, and it can help you maybe get some work in the future because that's what they love to do. They're passionate about that.
Awesome. CG Promotions in the house. Cristina Guerrero.
What's up, Cristina Guerrero? I like Cristina, man. She hires Pecado a lot, so I get to see Cristina.
Yes.
I saw her at her birthday. We performed there, and I got to see her. And she had a bunch of dollar bills on us there. My wife says, here, go get her. I said, Cristina, come here.
Dice alguien, who don't practice?
Johnny, that's what he said. He's throwing the shot at me. That he don't practice? No, Johnny does practice. My brother, I'm going to put it out there. My brother's a phenomenal accordion player. When he says he got it, he got it. He doesn't necessarily have to practice too much because he's just one of those guys, just comes very, very natural too. So that's why, he gets away with it because, well, he's great. What can I say?
And then somebody says something about here. They're requesting a song. Let's hear song Besos.
Besos Bonitos. That's a song we recorded and it came out on January 1st, as a matter of
Well,
fact.
Hendrix needs to pull it out there.
Oh,
What's up,
shit. Y'all want to play
Hendrix?
another one? Come on, man. Hey, I didn't know I was going to be performing, man. Hey,
Oh my gosh.
I would have put on, see these Michael Jackson jackets back here? You see that? Well, I have my own jacket.
Dale.
Hey, I like wearing, dude, I have the Beat It. I have the black version of Beat It. I got the black version of that one. I have the Pepsi commercial one.
Oh,
And, I
snap.
gotta get over here. Hold on, I gotta bring this because this thing moves. And then
okay.
behind that one right there, I have the Billie Jean jacket, and then I have the Thriller Varsity jacket. Oh yeah, no,
Before
I
you play, I do want to say goodbye. I do have to leave. So thank you,
Bye,
Anthony, for your
Lamoya.
you
time.
take
Thank you,
care.
guys,
Thank
everyone.
you.
And
Yes,
we'll
go
be
check it
seeing you
out
guys
wherever,
here
because you're
later.
everywhere.
Hi,
Be
everywhere.
careful. You are
Yes.
everywhere. Be
Okay.
careful.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.